Hey everyone, Fossil here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm taking you on a unique getaway back in the hills and woodlands of West Virginia. In fact, this destination was my very first nude resort experience years ago. And it must have been a good one because I'm still here talking about this stuff. The place I am referring to is Avalon Resort, a clothing optional, family friendly nudist retreat nestled in the scenic hills of Paw Paw, West Virginia. Let's jump in and take a look. You definitely feel like you're back in the woods as you drive to Avalon, even though it's less than 2 hours from Washington, D.C. It's a beautiful drive, but when I took my first trip, my GPS gave up on me on the way as there was no cell signal present. Luckily, I had taken a paper map, yeah, those exist, to get me the rest of the way to the gate. I would recommend if you take this trip that you take some sort of map or have an offline GPS to make sure you can get here when the cell service gets a little bit spotty. As you arrive, you're welcomed by a secure gate with a push button and a speaker. You have to use this to contact the front office and they will open the gate for you. The road then leads into a peaceful wooded enclave of acres and acres of forest, meadows, and walking trails. Check-in is very simple, staff is friendly, very welcoming. This resort recently had a celebration applauding over 30 years as a top clothing optional destination, fostering a sense of freedom, equality, and body acceptance across all ages. The atmosphere is respectful and non-sexual, designed for comfort and connection. As I said, what made this place special for me was the fact that it was my very first time at a nudist resort. And they made it easy, relaxing, and fun. I've been there for their Fairy Fest and their Avalon festivals many times. You got lodging options for every style, from primitive tent sites and RV hookups to charming log cabins and private condos. There used to be a motel-style building of individual rooms, but tragically a fire ravaged this place some years back, so that's no more. Undaunted, Avalon bounced back after the blaze and is once again a stellar destination. Amenities include an indoor pool with retractable roof for year-round skinny dipping, a seasonal outdoor pool, sauna, indoor and outdoor hot tubs, and a fitness area, all clothing optional, except for the pools and the hot tubs, and they're clothing free. So be aware of that before you're tempted to jump in with your one piece on. High-speed Wi-Fi covers major common areas, despite the remote location. And as I said before, cell service can be very spotty. You can stay active with pickleball, tennis, water volleyball, hiking trails, a pétanque court, fishing at the catch and release pond, and the community fire pit. I remember sitting around that fire pit one night during Fairy Fest and we were all just going around telling jokes, stories, singing songs with our own little private bar, and it was a really special time. Social events often happen at the Bear Barn or around the Pine Grove stage. Live music as well as a DJ can really get your feet a-moving. There's even a cute little nudesino, which is a slot machine lounge bar type thing where it blends that novelty with fun, basically. You can also find the Oasis Grill Snack Bar and the Bear Barn Bar for your libational needs. Libational? Did I just say that? Did I make that up? Some of my fondest memories of Avalon revolve around the music festivals. Avalon Fest is a huge annual attraction, takes place in August with a massive assortment of bands to keep the music going all day and, well, into the night. In my opinion, there may be no better time to visit, but keep in mind that the lodging might be full during this event, so plan ahead. Avalon's membership skews toward the older, often former military or longtime naturist crowd, many of whom own condos and live there year-round. That said, families and first-timers are welcome. Everyone's here for a sense of freedom and acceptance, and they do a good job of that. The culture emphasizes body positivity and a non-sexual, respectful environment. And this review wouldn't be complete without a look at what it's going to cost you to visit. So let's go through some of that. Day fees are $30 for a single, $50 for a couple, or if you're a card-carrying AANR member, it's $25 for a single and $40 for the couple. They also have half-price Thursdays where you pay $15 for a single, $25 for a couple, a great deal. And for you first-timers, your first visit's only $10. If you're looking for a longer stay, it's $180 a single, $300 for a couple for the week, AANR member rates are reduced to $145 and $240 respectively. Lodging costs start at $20 a night for open tent camping or $100 for the week. RVs are between $30 and $65 per night depending on the site, with weekly rates between $150 and $325, again depending on the site you're in. Some sites are better than others. For indoor sleeping, they offer a multi-person bunkhouse at $35 per person per night or $175 per week, and private cabins between $135 to $185 per night or $675 to $925 a week, depending on what cabin you get. Some owners rent out their condos, and you can check on the Avalon site to contact about these individually. Check-in hours are from 9 to 5 with express options. Late arrivals need to make some prior arrangements to accommodate your opening the gate for you. I would say you should plan visits between May and September to enjoy the outdoor pool, which is seasonal, and avoid being on a snow-capped mountain. Well, that is unless you're one of those cold weather nudists, and then book away. You're free to go clothes-free virtually anywhere, respectfully, but public sex or photography is strictly prohibited, which is really nothing new from anywhere we've been. Pets are welcome with a small nightly fee, though service animals are exempt from that. This place is really more than a resort. It's a community built on acceptance and freedoms. It will always be special to me because it was my first. So whether you stay for a weekend or a lifetime, Avalon offers a space where you can truly unwind with or without clothes. Well, thanks for watching this look at Avalon Resort in Paw Paw, West Virginia. Think it's a trip you might try? Well, you can find more information on their website. Drop your questions or comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe for more unique travel destinations. See you next time. Oh, and don't forget the sunscreen.